Hey guys, Sam from Manfa's Makes. How are you all? Welcome back to all my returners and hi to any newbies. It's so great to have you here. Please do stick around a while. And if you like what you see, give me a thumbie. They are free. So you have popped on today on a Friday, and every Friday here at Manfa's Makes is usually when Mike and I come and let you know all of the crochet that we have managed to get done in the past week. Now, as I explained in yesterday's video, Mike has not had hardly any crochet time at all. So other than getting the tile done, which you would have saw in yesterday's video, there is nothing else for him to show. So you've just got little old me today, I'm afraid. And I don't have a lot to show you either. For one reason or another, this week has not been a very productive week. We have had very little time to craft. And it shows in the couple of things I've got. I've only got two, but the two that I have got, I of course will show you. So anyone that I mention, I will link their channels down below. Please do head over and check them out and see if they are your cup of tea. And if they are, do all the free things such as like, share, subscribe, notification bell, and that spread the yarny love in that way. And any patterns I mention, I will leave links to those below as well. So let's get started, shall we? Shouldn't be too long of a video today. So the first one is living in my Billy bag. Yes, indeed. Billy the Crafty Floridian made this bag, but it was bought and sent with love from the lovely Lala, Mad Mimi's Crochet and Farming. It is one of the biggest bags that I have. It has my gorgeous mingos on there. Billy is partial to a flamingo too, or as she calls them, pink pelicans. So go and check out Miss Billy, the Crafty Floridian, and go and check out the wonderful Lala at Mad Mimi's Crochet and Farming. They are two awesome, awesome ladies. I love them to absolute bits and pieces. And yeah, let's get their channels growing, shall we? So, living inside my Billy bag, and I do have another Billy bag too, because I'm a very, very lucky Manfa. But in this Billy bag, I have a project that I stopped working on for a little bit to concentrate on other projects, but I got it out of hibernation this week, guys, and I have made a little smidgy bit of progress. Now, I'm still attached, so bear with me while I fight with my ends. Now, where is my stitch marker? I found it. So this is the 2-colour granny square, which is a pattern by the wonderful and very talented Olga Poltava. I will link her channel down below, and I will put a link to this pattern down below as well. Here it is. You've seen it before. It is getting absolutely ginormous. And where that orange stitch marker is was where you saw it last time. And I have managed to get in this bit of progress here. Now, it doesn't look like a lot, guys, but the bigger it is, the longer it takes to go around. And for every one row, it is actually 2 rows, because you create the little peacock feathers first, and then you go back round again and fill in the gaps with granny clusters. So every row is technically 2. So I have done 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 goes around, or well, it looks like 5 rows, but it's 10 goes around. And I am not going to be able to fit this all on camera because it is pretty much my wingspan. There we go. And I will go from the top and show you how big it is this way. There we go. You can just see my little double chin hanging out underneath there. So it is getting huge. And I am going to see if by using most of, if not all of the yarn I'm using for this gets me a big enough blanket to cover my king size bed, because it is really heavy, it is really warm, it is really super squishy and comfy, and winter is coming. So if I can get this to cover the whole of the top of my king size bed, I am going to be loving life this winter. Plus, because I haven't shown it for a while and there's quite a few of you newbies, this yarn was gifted to me by my Yarny Fairy Godmother. Those of you that have been around a while know that my Yarny Fairy Godmother, I never say her name, but she has blessed me beyond belief. She is so uber generous, and actually I would say 75–80% of the stash you see behind me was gifted by Yarny Fairy Godmother. Some of it I've bought myself, some of it Mike has bought, some of it has been gifted by others, but the majority, because look, it goes up even further. There we go. The majority of it was gifted to us by Yarny Fairy Godmother. And this blanket is being made in as a memento of Yarny Fairy Godmother, because this is yarn that she has gifted. She gifted me some originally, but I ran out of the white that I'm using, and ideally I wanted to make it bigger, so out of the kindness of her heart she sent me even more, and now I have more than enough, hopefully, to make it ginormous, but even more hopefully make it as big as my king size bed. I don't know if I'm going to get there. I think it's going to be close, and of course I'll let you know on the progress, and if it does I will obviously take a picture and show it on my community tab. But yes, it is bigger than my arm span. We are getting some real substance to this now. Now, what yarn am I using? Well, for the white I am using Peyton's Canadiana, and it is 3.5 ounces or 100 grams, 205 yards or 187 meters, 100% acrylic, made in Turkey. The color is white. It is a 4-weight yarn, or an Aran as we call it here in the UK, and I can't read that through the camera lens. It recommends a 4.5mm knitting needle or a 5mm crochet hook. You cannot bleach, you cannot iron. Care instructions on the back, bear with. Wash in water not exceeding 86 Fahrenheit or 30 degrees on a delicate setting. Tumble dry at a low heat on a delicate setting. Do not dry clean, do not bleach, do not iron or press. There we go. So that is the white, the Peyton's Canadiana. And then the variegated is just gorgeous. Let me get one of my labels out of my bag. It is one of the Spun Colours by Premier. 419 yards or 384 meters, which is 7 ounces or 200 grams. It is 65% acrylic or 35% fine superwash merino. Again, it is a 4-weight or an Aran. They recommend a 5mm knitting needles, and the same for the hook. Hand wash, lay flat to dry, do not bleach, do not iron. And you're thinking, Manfa, why did you make a blanket that is hand wash, lay flat to dry? Well, that is because everything I make anyway, I either put on a super delicate setting in my washing machine, and I never tumble dry any of it. I lay that flat to dry. But I am more than prepared to hand wash a king size blanket if I need to, because this is a very super special blanket to me. Like I said, it's a memento blanket of my Yarny Fairy Godmother. So even until the day I die, I have a memory encapsulated in blanket form of this wonderful, wonderful lady. Now, what hook am I using? I am using a 4mm Clover and More. So I have gone against the recommendation. They both recommended a 5, wasn't it? Yeah, but I'm using a 4 because I want a thicker, denser, heavier fabric. And so far, guys, I have used 2 complete spun colours. Oh, and the spun colours was the colour Lakeside, and it's made in Turkey. I have used 2 complete cakes of the spun colours, and I am on the 3rd, and I only have this much left, so that will be gone soon. And then for the Peyton's Canadiana, I have used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I'm on my 9th. And I literally have a little tail, so I'll be adding my 10th the next time I get stuck into this. So we can basically say I've used 9, about to go into my 10th. So a lot of yarn bands to go in my stash to count up yardage and labels that I have gone through this year. And I think that's all you need to know. I've gone through the yarn, I've gone through the hook, I've told you where to get the pattern. Olga Poltava, like I said, I'll link her channel down below, and I will link her pattern. It is a paid for pattern, but it is worth every single penny, and it looks intricate and complex, but honestly guys, if you can chain, single crochet and double crochet, you can make this blanket. And isn't it a gorgeous effect? It is absolutely beautiful. And Olga has so many beautiful patterns on her page that I really do encourage you check them out, because even if this isn't the blanket you want to make, there will definitely be something else that you want to make, that is for sure. So I am gonna try and quickly get this wrangled back under control. It is super heavy, guys, but this is it folded in 4. See? So if that's only a quarter of it, you know how big it is. Okay, now don't panic, I'm not putting it on the floor, I'm putting it on top of the project bag so it will remain clean, and I will put it away properly once I have finished filming. So that is my 2 colour granny square. Oh dear, there we go. Now I only have one more thing to show you. I want to get that memento blanket done before the end of the year. I don't want to carry it over to next year, so I am beavering away and trying to get all the yarn in that I want to and big as I want to. So you will be seeing this one. The next one is a brand new make that I have started. It is a whip, but I have wanted to make this pattern for ages. Now, I am still attached to my Wool Genie, so just bear with me a sec, guys, because I don't want to pull out anything. Okay, because I went from the outside of this cake. And yes, it is granny stitch. Yes, it is. Now, where's my phone? As usual, Manfa is not organised, so bear with me. I'm going to turn my volume down as well because I'm going to the YouTubes. This is a pattern by the super talented, super beautiful, super wonderful, lovely, kind lady that we all know on these YouTube streets as Cinnamon Stitches. And she made this a little while ago, and I couldn't jump on it when she originally did this tutorial because I had too much on my hooks. But now that I have some time, I have decided to make it, and I can't find it. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh my goodness me. Let's go to playlist instead. I'm pretty sure it's part of Premiere Week. Yes, it is. It's the Granny Pullover Sweater tutorial. I will link Cinnamon Stitch's tutorial down below, as well as her channel. You probably are all very familiar with the gorgeous Jennifer, but just in case you're not, please go and check her out, guys. She is phenomenal. She is so creative. She can literally just grab a ball of yarn and a hook and play and just create magic, in my opinion. Now, like I said, I wanted to make that granny sweater or pullover. I didn't want to make the tutorial. No, Jennifer already did that. I wanted to make that pullover when she originally came out with it. But like I said, I had too much on my hooks. And I really want to make more wearables. I haven't made a lot of wearables. I have one top, an ugly Christmas sweater vest, and that's all I can think of off the top of my head. There may be others, but they're the two that stand out. And I really want a sweater, pullover, jumper, whatever you want to call it, as the weather is cooling down. Now, it's not going to be a super warm jumper or sweater, but it is going to be uber pretty, because Manfa needed some cheerful rainbow sparkles in her life, and she wanted rainbow sparkles in a sweater, because why not, people? And recently, in a recent yarn haul, I showcased this yarn. Now, this is all I have left of the first cake. Oh, I am so sorry. I hope I didn't bump your head too hard. My goodness, Manfa. Where's my other bit? I've lost my other bit, that's why. Anyway, it's in my bag somewhere. That is all I have of the first cake, okay? So I'm going to show you a complete cake. That is going to really bug me. Yeah, it's here. Look, see? Goodness gracious. Sorry, guys. I didn't mean to give you a concussion. Right, sit on there and behave. Okay. So it is the Papacha Cake Silver, which I got from the Knitting Network. It is colour 311. It is a lightweight number 3 or a DK. They recommend 4mm knitting needles, 4mm crochet hooks, wash up to 30 degrees Celsius. Do not bleach, do not tumble, do not iron, lay flat to dry. They are 150 gram cakes or 5.3 ounces. There is 540 meters or 590 yards. It is 95% acrylic and 5% polyester. And did I say where it was made? Made in Turkey. So that is what the ball band looks like. And this is the beauty that is the cake. Ah, I love it so much. Just look. And I'm going to make a sweater in this, because if you don't know Manfa very well, my favourite colours are rainbow, pink and sparkle. And this cake has all three of them in one. So I have completed the first front panel. And like I said, this is all I have left. So I'm going to need another cake to make the back panel. I do have a third cake there. That one. So if I need to, well, this is Manfa's theory, right? She's got this left of the first cake. I am going to colour control the back panel so that I have the same colours left in the second cake. So the front panel and the back panel are going to match. And then I'm going to have this much yarn of these colours from both cakes twice, yeah? So 2 lots of this, which I will use to add length to my sweater, do my edges, no, not my edges, to put more length on the sweater and start the sleeves. But instead of cracking into that third cake, I mean, I might change my mind. I might crack into a third cake, but my thinking is, why not add some silver sparkle and have silver sparkly sleeves and a silver sparkle trim around the neck and a silver sparkle around the bottom, just to tie it all in. So I've got my rainbow and it's silver sparkle in the rainbow, so I can incorporate and marry it up with an actual silver sparkle yarn. And that way I don't have to crack into my third cake. I have enough yardage to complete the sweater and it's all coordinated. What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments. Should I crack into the third cake and have a complete rainbow sweater, or should I do rainbow and silver? Put your votes down below. I need some feedback, guys. Anyway, I haven't even shown you the first panel. How remiss of me. Okay, so here we go. It's just a big old granny square. There it is. So the cake I first used started off with the orange, went to a pinky orange, into the pink, then it went to a pinky purple, a bluey purple, a blue, a bluey green, and then there's just a smidge of green up here because the rest of the green is still on the wool genie. So I'm going to create another panel just like this one. Let's see if I can. So this is going to be the main body of the sweater, and I deliberately went a little bit bigger than I needed to because I like a baggier jumper, guys. I don't like a tight, show off everything jumper. It's not Manfa. I like a nice loose fitting. Let's not go with baggy, let's go with loose fitting. So I have done my first panel. Let's put the camera down. Motion sickness people, look away. I'm moving the camera. So it's the first bit of my sweater, and it does go down to my waist, but I will add just a little bit more length because I prefer a longer jumper or a sweater than I do the shorter one. But the first panel is done, so I need to get cracking with the second matching panel. Then I need to put the panels together and do the sleeves and the trim and all the other bits and pieces, but the beautiful Jennifer is going to tell me how. But what I must say is Jennifer took inspiration from a pattern that was on the Premiere website. She asked permission to do a tutorial on it and they agreed. So her tutorial is based off of this pattern, which you can get for free on the Premiere website. So I'll put the link to this one as well. And she recommends that you print this off so that you can mark your pattern for whatever size you're creating, and that if you struggle to follow along with patterns, you can read the pattern while watching Jennifer, and you might just click how to understand the patterns. So she is teaching you to pattern read as well as giving you a beautiful tutorial where she actually shows you what to do. So it ticks all the boxes, plus Jennifer herself is just fabulous. So I will leave the link to this. I will leave the link to Jennifer's tutorial, and of course I will leave the link to Jennifer's channel. I am loving her stuff right now. I did the Boggy Creek blanket, loved every minute of it. I really enjoy granny squares anyway, so this is right up my alley. Now, I have been known to say on my channel that I love making granny squares, but I don't like the aesthetic to wear it. That is now not true, because my ugly Christmas sweater was pretty much granny squares, and this whole pullover, it's what the girl's wearing, is granny squares. But I'm thinking if I put this over the top of a white long sleeve top, or a black long sleeve top, or a grey long sleeve top, it's a beautiful sparkly rainbowy layer of gorgeousness, and I am going to rock the granny square and be proud of it. Yes, I am. So thank you, Jennifer, for changing my mind when it comes to granny squares. I love making them. Honestly, I could make them all day long, just over and over and over. The only thing that I will never change my mind on is if I do individual little squares and I have to join them all together in a blanket. I've done it. I don't like it. It's not for me. But a big, big, big continuous granny square, which I've done as a blanket, this wearable, I'm enjoying every minute. So yeah, I highly recommend it. And thank you once again, Jennifer, for a fabulous tutorial and a fabulous item to make. I cannot wait to have a sparkly rainbow sweater for the chilly days, but not the freezing days. But then also coming into spring when it starts warming up, but it's still, you still need that extra layer. This sweater is going to get a lot of love and a lot of use. So watch this space. You never know. Maybe next week it will be an FO, but I'm not going to promise because I don't know how much crafting time I'm going to get. If this week is anything to go by, guys, not a lot. And actually next week the kids are off of school for a week, so who knows. And for this one I am using a 5mm dots. What did they recommend? They recommended a 4mm hook, so I have gone up, but that is because I crochet uber tightly. So there we have it. I will have a rainbow sparkly sweater soon. Yes, I will. So that is all the crochet I have managed to do, apart from Tile of the Week, which you saw yesterday. So I'm sorry it wasn't a lot for you to look at, but I think you'll agree what you did look at is rather pretty, even if I do say so myself. Oh, and my sparkly sweater is living in my Moo bag, which I got from the beautiful Sarah, Crafty Moo Sarah. I will link her channel down below as well. She doesn't make them, but it was a present from her. But she has a fabulous channel here on YouTube, and you're missing out if you don't go and subscribe to her channel and become one of her yarny friends and family. So let me know, should I do it completely rainbow sparkle, or should I add the silver sparkle to switch it up a bit, but it's still kind of within the same, it's cohesive, it goes together, you know what I'm trying to say. Anyway, guys, I'm going to let you get going. We are still planning to go live tomorrow, 4 PM Eastern, straight after Granny D. So please come to our house and have a chat and a giggle with us. And then I shall see you Monday. So have a fabulous weekend. I hope you get up to some really cool stuff, or you chill and relax. Let me know in the comments. What are you up to? What are your plans? Let me know. I have got Saturday off, but I am working on Sunday, so mixed bag for me, but that's always the case for Manfa. Yeah, and then I will see you either at my house tomorrow for our live, or I'll see you Monday morning. So until then, stay safe, be kind, look after one another, get some good quality time in with your loved ones, and get some good quality crafting time in. I will see you in the next one, or around the YouTube streets. Bye guys, love you loads.